Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. So in today's video, we are going to take a look at the newly released fall of 2022 McCall's patterns. So if you are interested in hearing my thoughts and my impressions of these patterns, please stick around and I'll tell you more about these patterns. Okay, everyone, so let's go ahead and get into today's video and let's look at some of these fall patterns by McCall's. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the McCall's M8347 first. This is a Mrs. Poncho, and this is similar to the poncho that was just released by, I believe, was it Simplicity? This one has the buttons at the center front with a button placket there. However, the Simplicity version, if I'm not mistaken, it had the buttons going down the length of the entire poncho there, but it's very similar. As I stated in the previous video, my Simplicity thoughts video, I am not one for ponchos, and so speaking objectively, I think it's a really nice silhouette. I think that it's really fun. It has a little pocket on the front of the garment. And like I said before, you have your button placket, and then you also have an option to do some color blocking there. And it also has a belt, but subjectively, I don't like it because I don't gravitate towards ponchos. So this is rated as average, and the description says that this is a pattern that offers three poncho options. It's perfect to throw over any outfit. View A has a placket with coat snaps and a belt to cinch in your waist. And then view B has a contrast pocket, collar, and placket with no closures. And view C has the button placket and the flap for your pocket. So again, I'm not for ponchos. I mean, you're not going to get anything else from me on that, just simply because I just don't like ponchos. Next, we have a Mrs. Jacket. So this is a blazer and vest. So you have an option to do a blazer or a vest. The pattern is rated as average. However, it looked like it would be more intermediate to me, maybe even advanced. The description says that it's a lined button front blazer and vest combo, and the blazer has a notched collar, button on the sleeves, pockets with flaps, shoulder pads, optional sleeve head, and back vents. The vest has a V-neck line, a back buckled belt, and welt pockets. So to be honest, it lost me here at shoulder pads. I was lost at shoulder pads. I'm not one to put shoulder pads in my garments. Again, I have really big biceps. I also have a broad back and broad shoulders, and you're not going to catch me with shoulder pads. But with that said, I think it's a really nice little fitted jacket. For the vest, I like that it has that belt in the back because it cinches in your waist, which is really fun. The jacket has a two-part sleeve. That alone, in my opinion, makes it so that it's a little bit more advanced. Plus your pockets, you have button details on the sleeve as well. So this is going to be more intermediate to advanced, in my opinion. This is a pattern by Melissa Watson, so I'm not surprised. It's very nice and chic, and I like the style of it. But shoulder pads, I just can't. I can't wear shoulder pads. But other than that, it is a really nice, nice jacket, I think. The McCall's M8346 is another jacket. So you're going to see, quite a few jackets here. We're in fall, so quite a few jackets. This is rated as average. It says that it's a stylish, oversized puffer jacket that includes side pockets, elastic cord, and a stopper at the waist, elastic at sleeves, and the zipper, and you have a zipper and snaps for your closure underneath your front band of your jacket. View A includes a hood and contrast on the sleeves, sides, and a hood lining. And you have a front band and a back yoke. So you got a lot going on here. If I'm being honest, I do not like the style of this. It just seems like there's a lot going on, a lot of pieces for no reason. You have just so many different color blocking options here, and it looks very almost like patchwork details, like something that you would make for a quilt, especially the one that the model is wearing. I'm not a fan of that. And again, you have a lot of details to this, a lot of pieces that you're putting together that, in my opinion, maybe it's the fabric that they chose. I don't like the fabric that they chose for the model. Maybe if I can see it in like maybe a satin, like a matte satin type material, I think that would be really trendy and cute. Or even like a leather material, that might be cute. Let's look at the pattern, the recommendations for the fabric. So the fabric recommendations are cotton blends, lawn, nylon ripstop, and chambray. So based on the fabric recommendations, I can tell you I'm not gonna like this here. If I could get away with making it in like some type of lightweight leather or some type of satin type coating material, something like that, I can see like stylish and trendy if you're doing something like that. But with this particular fabric that the model is wearing, I'm not feeling that at all. Don't like that. This next pattern, same thing. I don't like this. This is an overall. It's the McCall's M8345 overall pattern. I'm just not feeling this at all. I don't really like the style so much of it. It is rated as easy. Learn to sew overalls with scraps that fasten with purchased overall buckles. View A is a simple skirt overall without pockets or slit. View B and C have hemmed front slit and a large front chest pocket, front side slit pockets, and back patch pockets. Overalls feature cross back with a side button closure, and you have different length variations. Again, I don't like the style of it. Next, we have the McCall's M8340, which is a woman's knit dress. This is rated as average, fitted twist front dress that have different lengths and sleeve options. View B and C have front slit. The next pattern is the McCall's M8339 knit dress. I believe the first one was a plus size, and then this one is your regular size, because you still have your fitted front twist in the front, and you have sleeve variations. View B and C have front slits. So I'm thinking that it's basically the same dress as the previous version. It's just one is a plus size and the other one is your regular size. Then there's the McCall's M8341. This is rated as average, shapely, asymmetrical cutout dress that features a tuck and gathering details. Dress comes in length and sleeve variations. View A have a bishop sleeve and elasticated cuff. View B and C have your contrast leg slits. Your contrast detail and a leg slit, sorry. There's a lot going on with this, and I think that The only people who are going to be able to fit this or to wear this are those individuals with the slimmer shapes and things of that nature, because if you want to highlight the gathers and things like that, so you can see those details there. I don't know. I don't really like that one so much either. There's the McCall's M8342, which is a shirt dress pattern. I don't know what's going on with this pattern here, but I don't like it either. Let's go ahead and read the description. It's rated as average. Button down collar dress that has length and sleeve variations. View B is sleeveless with bias tape at the armhole. View C has long sleeves with cuffs. I don't really like this. Maybe, let's see here. Maybe view C. View C seems to be your classic shirt dress. You know, you have your collar, your button placket, your skirt. I believe you have princess seams there, long sleeves. So that's your regular classic shirt dress. But view A and B, the off the shoulder dolman sleeve thing just looks very awkward to me, and it's just not one that I would gravitate towards. So I would have to say no to that pattern. And then there's the McCall's M8348, which is a missus dress with shrug, rated as easy. The dress and shrug can be styled in multiple variations. Views A and B and C are different styles of shrugs. View A has a turtleneck and a long sleeve. View B has a cross front. View C has a turtleneck and a crossover. And the dress comes in 2 lengths and has a V-neck in the front and the back. I like the dress, but I'm not a fan of the shrug. Is that fair? I like the dress, but I'm not a fan of the shrug. So yeah, but with that said, I would probably wear just a regular cardigan or something like that over top the dress. I like the simplicity of the dress, but I don't like the shrug. The McCall's M8349 is the same pattern as the McCall's M8348. It's just one is a plus size and one is the regular size. And then we have the McCall's M8338, which is a vintage pattern. They've been coming out with a lot of vintage patterns lately. So this is an easy vintage pattern. Description says that the vintage sewing patterns of 1930s dress has a slightly flared bias skirt with a button front waist, gathers inside waist, front sections that create a fullness in the bust. Dress has small round collar or a tie collar, short sleeves that are gathered at the shoulders, and you also can do your sleeves with or without the sleeve band, and you have a side placket for your snap closing. So that's interesting. A lot going on there. This one looks like it says that it's easy, but it looks like it's going to be more of your intermediate, maybe your average sewist sewing this up. There's a lot going on there. And you all know most vintage patterns I'm not sewing these days, so I'm not really going to be buying that pattern. Next is another jacket of sorts. This is the McCall's M8343. So this is a pullover top / jacket. It says that it is comfy and trendy. It's a comfy and trendy pullover top that goes well with any outfit. View A is a sweatshirt with half zip front and elastic cord hem. View B has a half button up front and kangaroo pocket. View C and D have a lapel V-neck, and view D includes a hood and stitched hem. So this is just your regular pullover top, basically. We've had a few of these in Simplicity McCall's. We've had a few of these. If I can find them or remember the numbers, I'll put images here. If you have those already in your stash, it's going to be similar to this. So yeah, we do have those. And I don't really have too much of opinion with those because they're not, I don't think those are really made for style. Those are just made for comfortability and to have something in your wardrobe that you could actually throw on during this time of weather. So we also have the McCall's M8344, which is a Mrs. Knit top. Now, this one reminds me of one of the McCall's pattern that came out a couple years ago, and I just recently made it. I think it was last year or the year before last. I'll show you. I don't know if I still have the images of that make, but I'm sure I have the video of it. If I can find the video on my channel, I'll put it in the description box below. But I'll show you what the pattern looks like here. And it reminded me of this one here. This one has a little bit more detail. So I'm glad that they added some details to this one as opposed to the other one, which was just a regular wrap, a faux wrap top that had a lower section of the top. So this one here, you have, let's just read the description here. So it says that it's rated as easy. It's a knit surplice top that have length and sleeve variations. Views A and B are cropped and have drawstring. View C is cropped with an elastic cuff. And view D is it says the hip length is, the top is at the hip length with a narrow hem. So I'm not for A and B. I don't like the whole ruching and all of that going on. But view C and D, I like those two. I love the gathering on the shoulder head. You do have the option. So for view A, there's a pattern, a sleeve pattern where there is no gathering. So I like that they include that. I wonder if those patterns can be interchanged. If so, I really like that because you have the option of doing the gather sleeve head or the regular sleeve with no gathers. View C has this lower section band that looks like it's going to be cropped. And then for view D, you have your lower section that's a full length there. So I do like these patterns. They seem very simple and easy to make. But like I said, the whole ruching and drawstring thing, I don't like that version, view A, but the other two, I can see buying those. I'm hoping that the pattern is different than the McCall's pattern that I made a couple years ago. That pattern has some issues. I'm hoping that they corrected those issues and they put out this version here with corrected issues to that front neckline. And then also, you know, you have the gathering. Like I said, it's an addition to the pattern. So I'm hoping that that this one it will be better than the previous version. There's the McCall's M8351, which is Mrs. Lounge Pants top and hoodie. Again, this is less, in my opinion, for style and more for just, you know, keeping warm or having something where you want to keep warm. But you can also use this to create something stylish as well, depending on what kind of fabric that you choose. This is an average pattern, and the description says that it's a comfy lounge set that includes contrast side panels and details on the top, a hoodie and the pants. View A has bias tape to finish your neckline. View B includes a hood and kangaroo pockets. Lounge pants for view C and D have side pockets and elastic in the waistband, and view C has back patch pockets and banded cuffs. So you got quite a bit going on here. I think I take back my original statement. I think view C and D can be very trendy. Again, depending on what kind of fabric you choose. I think those pants can be very, very trendy. And Joanne just came out with some new comfy sweater knit fleece. I think it's fleece backing. Really gorgeous fabric. And I think that would be really great with this. I think for view C, for your little cuff, you can do a rib knit for that and make it even more, you know, nice. So yeah, I really do like that. I don't really care so much for the top, especially the one with the hood. However, those pants, I can see making those in some really nice, comfortable sweatshirt material. I think that would be really fun. The McCall's M8334 is a bag pattern. So for the bag patterns and the aprons and all of that stuff, I'm not going to go into too much detail for all of that. I'll just put the images up at the end and you can see those different things. Again, I don't really sew with those, so we're mostly going to stick with apparel when I'm giving my thoughts and opinions of these, because that's what I sew with the most. So the McCall's M8352 is a men's jacket. I think this is neat. I'm so happy they are including a lot of men's patterns here. I wish that they would be releasing more than just one or two at a time, but I'm really happy that they are including a lot of men's stuff. This is rated as easy. It says that the jackets feature a front button closure, cuffs with the top stitching, and two-piece sleeves with button opening at cuffs. View A has a flap front patch pocket. View B has shaped hem and front patch pockets. View C has shaped hem and front patch pockets that open at the side. So there's a lot going on. Again, I wouldn't necessarily say that this is easy. I would say that this is more of your advanced beginner to your intermediate pattern. So more of an average pattern in my opinion. But yeah, again, nonetheless, am really glad that they are including a lot of men patterns in some of these releases now. Next, there is a girl's dress slip and jacket. I think this is very cute. Too bad my daughters are all grown up, but I think this is a very cute pattern. It is rated as average. It is a faux fur jacket for view A. View B is a slip dress with a narrow hem. View C is a long sleeve dress with raw edge ruffle trim and self neck binding. And yeah, so that's what you're getting for those. I think that is very cute and very modest for little girls. Loving the dress and jacket for that pattern. The McCall's M8353 is another children's pattern. So this is a children's and girls knit top dresses and pants. Again, really cute. You have stylish turtleneck knit tops for view A. Neck knit top for view A that comes with an elastic waist. Pull-on flare pants for view D. Dress B has a front pocket and short raglan sleeves. Dress C features gathered skirt and long raglan sleeves. So really cute. I don't really like view C, but all the other versions I think are really cute. And to be honest with you, view D, I don't really like those flared wide bell leg pants there. But the tops are cute. Then next you have your plush animals. And like I said, you have a few costumes here for Halloween. And then you also have, you know, some bag patterns and things of that nature that you can also purchase. So overall, I think it is a semi-decent collection. There were maybe one, maybe two patterns I was thinking maybe I would get just to put my own spin on things and see if I can create something that would be to my liking. And I'll show you the few patterns that I would consider getting. Nothing that I want to run out and get immediately, but something that for the future, I'm thinking maybe I might purchase. This collection, I wasn't too inspired, but with that said, I'm thankful for those designers who take the time to come up with these designs and put designs out, and to help us to continue to look forward to purchasing and buying things that can help us in our sewing. So with all of that said, thank you all for tuning in and stopping by. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome to the channel. And if you like the content in today's video or any of the content on my channel, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you again, friends. I hope you all have a happy and blessed sewing week. Bye.